We are back, and this might be one of our best opportunities to geek out about fun stuff, which are supplements. Mm-hmm. So one of our favorite topics, and what I've done, and we've kind of rated the retail area, and then I brought a bunch of stuff from home that I consider supplements, and we'll just kind of go down the list of what the heck all this stuff is, and why maybe it matters or why it maybe doesn't matter. But I want to preface all of this with what you were saying beforehand of what is the ultimate supplement out there?
Food. Yeah, ultimate supplement is food, especially because, and I was going to say too, we're not sponsored by any of these people.
We could be though.
Yet.
If you want to sponsor us.
If you want to sponsor us, I will try and get more jacked on your supplements, or at least I will.
We'll accept any sponsorship.
Yes. No, real supplement. The best supplement ever is food. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to give you all the nutrients that you need at the right times and all that fun stuff.
If you're eating the right
nutrients at the right times. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so if you're not,
let's go down the list here from kind of most conventional to some stuff on here that you're going to see is nuts. So we'll just do like a minute at each. Yeah. To what is most non-conventional. So most conventional protein. Yeah, pure. And this is pure whey protein. We sell this up at the store upstairs, the retail option area. This is SFH pure. There's a million kajillion different styles of different proteins out there. This is what you've always had in here. And why did you guys choose SFH when you started? I'm sensitive to whey. So most of this comes from selfish reasons. I'm sensitive to whey. I can actually handle this stuff. It doesn't give me terrible gas. Still, any of my blood tests or my gut microbiome markers say I'm not supposed to consume that. So if I'm eating really clean, I don't. But if I'm not, I do. I enjoy it.
Do you notice a difference when you take it and when you don't?
Not. I love the taste of it in my coffee. So that's really sheer, like a little bit of happiness.
Do you do it cold or hot?
I do it hot.
See, I do all my protein in coffee cold brew. I don't ever mix it with hot coffee.
Yeah, I've read that you're not supposed to do this with hot
coffee because it changes the protein.
I like the taste.
No. Yeah, but you like the taste. It does the same thing for cold brew. When you're doing cold brew, it tastes really, really good, and it's a way to get some protein in the morning. And then I usually mix it. So my morning with the coffee is going to be a scoop of this with a tablespoon of this.
This is
SFH pure, and then the brain octane. Yep. As we're pointing to it. So if you're not watching, you can see us. I do the brain octane and just a tablespoon. When I first started that and you said, Jeremy, take a tablespoon, I almost died. Mm-hmm. Yes, don't do that.
It's a great laxative if you're gunked up.
Yeah. Start light and then work your way up to it. But tablespoon of this, and then I do that, and that's all I do.
Tablespoon might be too much for some people. To start. I might spread a tablespoon out over 2 cups of coffee.
Really?
If I was recommending.
Oh, yeah. Recommended now. Yeah, start with a teaspoon.
Yeah, start a little, work your way up. So we've got whey protein. There's casein protein. It depends on what you can handle.
Egg protein. There's
pea protein.
Soy. And the crickets are coming up soon too.
Crickets are on their way.
Yeah.
So we're talking about morning stuff. So this is for those of us who like cream in their coffee. This is Laird's Superfood. This is a coconut creamer. It kind of gives you that creamy taste, and apparently it has some superfood in it, which I can't claim that it's made any real nutritional gains in my life.
It does taste good in your coffee,
but it tastes good in my coffee.
Yeah, and they tell you that there's some superfoods in it, so I always go with, I like that, and they're pretty cool people.
Yep.
One thing I will say about this, protein is an essential macronutrient. Mm-hmm. It is a building block of muscle, right? And within whey protein, there are either the breakdown of protein equals amino acids. So that's all in here as well. So this is like,
it has a full profile.
Full profile. I'd say this is an essential post-workout or even pre-workout supplement to take. Regardless, unless I'm out, which I am right now, I'm taking protein directly after my workout every single time. It is vital.
What are you taking beforehand?
Oh, right now I'm taking Beyond Raw Lit gummy worm flavor. It is fantastic. Not recommended, but like
there's caffeine in it.
There's a lot of caffeine in it. Yeah, like a lot.
Okay.
Like a lot of caffeine. Sometimes I only take like a quarter scoop. However, I like the way it tastes. I like how it makes me feel for workouts. I will only cycle this about once a year. Once I'm done with this one, I won't go back to it for another year. I'll go to something else that has way less caffeine. But when I get to the point where I'm like, I think I'd like to have this again, I go back and I get it again. And I like the way it kind of amps me up for a workout. Tastes really, really good.
Awesome. My taste really good is a Killcliff. And to me, I notice these help me, hydrate. They help me recover, or at least they make me feel like I'm recovering, and it's a really nice reward. It kind of helps my reward mechanism. So it says that there's, it's got a little bit of stevia in it for sweetener, but it's got, the enzymes and electrolytes to help you recover. I like the way it tastes, and it gives me a great sensation post-workout.
Yeah. Great flavors. I like the lime. What's your favorite flavor?
Mine is the orange.
Orange. Big flavor.
Yeah.
We're going to move what we have talked about to the side.
Yeah. So
this mixes with hot, this collagen protein.
It does, and it's not. Yeah. So again, the proteins aren't supposed to be mixed with hot. It changes the molecule. Do the Google research. I did at one time. I know you have too.
Yep.
This collagen protein specifically is meant to be consumed by itself, so just with water. It doesn't really taste like anything. It's easy to digest. For those people who are sensitive to the standard milk proteins, the collagen is much easier on the gut, and it's supposed to be really good for your skin and joints. Some people have made drastic claims about their knees not hurting after taking that stuff. So, Brain Octane, medium chain triglyceride.
Yeah, it's fat.
It's a fat, and it's a great source of fat. You can add it to salads. You can add it to any sort of recipe. I kind of put it on vegetables and stuff.
I made broiled salmon with the other day.
And you threw it on there?
Yeah. Well, I mix it with oil and vinegar and stuff like that, and I salt and pepper and all that fun stuff, and had the salmon in it. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was really, really good.
It makes things very, very satiating.
Yep, and in the coffee, it keeps you full.
Yes. Speaking of satiating, is fish oil. Comes in many different shapes or sizes. You want the highest EPA and DHA per serving. That's going to be an indicator of its potency and anti-inflammatory effects.
This is another one that highly recommended as essential. Right.
Yeah, because you should get this in your food, but you don't eat enough grass-fed foods, and you don't eat enough free-range animals and wild-caught fish.
Yeah, and so if I was putting on of order of what I would most for sure buy, I would say these two for sure, and take this every single day. And
then we're going to add a third one to the list.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite supplements, and it's sauerkraut, and it's when we're talking about recovery, we're talking about muscle recovery here. You argue brain and skin recovery. This is all about your gut, and a healthy gut creates a healthy person. And you're talking about food as being a necessity. Oh, this is part of it. So a couple scoops of sauerkraut a day just keeps your gut microbiome happy. That helps keep me regular. Well, and that's how I know it's working.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And you can't take in what you're not digesting, right? So, and that almost moves into that one. But so it doesn't matter how much protein you take in if your gut's not healthy enough to actually absorb the nutrients, none of it's going to your muscles anyways.
Right. It just gets straight out the other end.
Yeah.
So talking about gut stuff. So we got another one here. This is just fiber, some organic. Pronounce that psyllium. Psyllium, probably
psyllium.
Psyllium powder. I did a little research, found something that's organic, and I tested that, and it works really great. And it kind of keeps everything normal, and is really, really effective traveling. Because I usually get locked up. This is like a podcast to talk about, John.
I don't know. It's an important topic.
People get locked up when they travel and when they sit for extended periods of time. This really helps keep it going versus just pounding coffee.
Yeah.
Or having a cigarette. I've heard that works
really?
for people. I've never had a cigarette, but people say that works.
Never heard that before.
Other gut insurance policies are just a standard probiotic. This is a soil-based probiotic. This is kind of an insurance policy. I've noticed when I wasn't doing anything else and I just used this thing, I noticed a big difference. But now that I'm doing a million other things, I don't know how much this is actually doing. So it's like a starter drug.
Yeah. And I will say when I first started that, I was trying to gain some muscle weight. And I noticed almost instantaneous. I gained some muscle weight from that. Almost like I could feel
eating the same amount of food.
Same amount of food, and I was able to gain some more muscle based, like just seeing how I felt and stuff like that. But I could feel that I was absorbing the nutrients much better.
Yeah. It's I've had a lot of positive feedback on that. A new one that's coming down the pipe that Britt and I have been using for a couple months. It's the stuff called Coconut Cult. It's literally yogurt, some kind of a super high intensity potent yogurt. And anyway, we're going to start carrying it, we
Really?
think. Yeah. I ordered a case of it.
Oh, that's cool.
But
4 billion probiotics per jar.
Isn't 400 billion?
400
billion.
billion.
It's like billions and billions and billions. It's supposed to be crazy good on the gut.
Does it taste good?
It tastes kind of fermenty.
So no.
It's addicting.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like sauerkraut. Does it taste good?
No, but you can eat spoons of it. It's
Yeah,
kind of like mustard. I look at it as mustard. I like mustard.
Yeah, but mustard doesn't taste good. But it's kind of like you. Does that make sense? You
No,
kind of go
I
back
love
for the
mustard.
next bite. No, whatever. So yeah. So this I wouldn't say tastes great.
Can you mix it with other flavors?
Yeah, you can. I mix it with like
Fruit?
almond butter.
I was not thinking that at all. I was thinking more.
I'm
like,
trying to get like this whole 30 thing is. I'm trying to get more calories. So
That's
anyway.
whole 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool.
And the thing with this that we've noticed is like the skin underneath our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it feels softer. The regularity. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Regularity is
Better.
improved. Yeah.
Where do you buy it at? Online? Or can you buy it in the store?
Coconut Cult.
Coconut Cult. Do you ever go in a store?
No way. No. I mean,
Occasionally?
maybe. I wouldn't go to a store.
Are you serious?
Well, like
Like, would you go try on shoes at a store?
absolutely not.
Are you kidding me?
No way.
Oh, jeez.
I'd rather take the chance and then send them back.
See, I can't send things back. But anyways.
Okay, so that's kind of a gut health in a nutshell, and then I guess we could throw this on too, the coconut charcoal.
Yes.
This is unhealthy gut activity. So basically,
Yes.
the way I understand this, and again, we're not like doctors on these topics. This is like personal experience playing with it. But what this does is it binds to the molecules in the food that you're eating and takes them through your system. So good, bad, or otherwise, it grabs everything and pulls it out. So if you're eating like crap, and if you have a bunch of beers and pizza, you slam a couple of these beforehand, you slam a couple of these after, and it just takes it all out of you. Now, the big catch with these for me, I typically take these when I travel because I don't eat as well when I travel typically. It gunks me up. Like I'll get constipated or whatever.
Yeah.
So a big thing if you're going to consume these, you got to make sure you drink a ton of water. Speaking of which, with these bad boys, salt sticks and Noons.
Yeah. I think they're great. I think they taste good. You mix, 1 or 2 of those with water every morning when you wake up?
If I'm not doing Whole30, I do. I've missed these. It's hard, and I've had a hard time keeping water in my system.
Yeah, that helps keep water in your system. So we don't. A lot of people don't eat enough salt,
Or potassium,
or
magnesium,
potassium,
or get enough vitamin D.
Yeah, all of the above. So then you're not actually retaining the water that you're actually drinking. So you could drink a whole ton of water and then you're peeing all the time, and you're like, oh, but I'm so hydrated. You're not really hydrated at all. You're just peeing all the time. And so this helps absorb the water. You shouldn't be peeing all the time, and that helps your body actually keep the water in your system and utilize it.
Yes. So Noons taste good. What I tell people is Noons taste good. Salt sticks are cheaper and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So these are simple to keep in a purse or in a car.
Make sure if you're taking those, you're drinking water, though.
Yes.
If you're not drinking water and you're taking those, then it's going to dry you out.
Yes, you're going to be like I am right. Oh, look at this. LaCroix.
Ugh, I hate LaCroix.
Amazing.
I hate LaCroix.
I don't even like LaCroix. But I
no,
saw
thank
it.
you.
I'm like, I'm going to drink this. Supplement. I don't know that this is really a supplement. You're giving me a hard time, but
No, it's a supplement
this
to
is chocolate.
your regular chocolate.
100% dark chocolate.
Yeah. What's it taste like? Does it taste like chocolate?
Really dry chocolate.
Just really dry chocolate.
Yeah.
Does it prevent you from eating?
I don't know that it's Whole30, so I'm not doing it. It's 93% chocolate liqueur or liquor.
With 7%
Liquor's not Whole30, but
Definitely not.
but anyway, it really stops you from eating more chocolate.
Just because it tastes so horrible?
No, it tastes like crazy dark chocolate. Mm-hmm. So the aftertaste is chocolate. So your mind goes, "Oh, I just had chocolate. Chill out."
Really?
Yeah. But like while you're chewing on it, you're chewing on chalk.
I've never had that experience before in my life where they're like, "Oh, you just had chocolate. Oh, you could chill out now."
Chill out. No, it's usually have more chocolate.
Yeah.
Eat more chocolate.
Or be like, "That tastes horrible. I don't want anything else anymore."
So that's a good little crutch. And then I've got two more of kind of my little favorites as far as supplements go. This is a tea, and it doesn't matter what tea this is, but like a decaf tea to me is like a great after dinner time to chill out.
Yeah.
Like time to bring it down a notch. And, this is one we use. I'm probably going to find out that there's like aspartame or something like that in it. It's a sweet and spicy caffeine.
And then you still have never done a Whole30. That's what it's
then right. Then somebody will wait a couple weeks for this to all go to pass, and they'll say, you actually screwed up on like day 8. So sorry.
Yeah. I watched your podcast and you didn't do any Whole30.
My last one is the stuff called sleep mode.
Do you like it?
Love it.
Really?
Yes.
Does it work?
Yes.
Like, does it put you
unconsciously?
How soon do you fall asleep after you take it?
It says 30 minutes, but my routine now is this thing starts to put me down about 20 minutes. It's like a tranquilizer dart.
Really?
Yeah. And there's probably going to be some long-term negative consequences, and that's something to call out on this. We don't know the long-term effects of any of this stuff.
Correct.
So food is the number one answer. If we're going to summarize the day, food is the number one answer. You should eat your supplements.
Yes.
And eat and sleep well. Drink a bunch of water. Didn't I bring a bottle of water down here? It's kind of a joke. I thought I did. Yeah, water is probably the best supplement that exists. Oh yeah, see, I did bring it.
Yep.
This one, water.
Water and food.
Yeah, so I don't know. This has a little melatonin in it. I think the main benefit to me that I've noticed with this is I used to not be able to eat right before bed unless I had a bunch of fat. So if I had a bunch of fat, it would keep me asleep all night long. If I just have a bunch of carbs before bed, I wake up at 1 or 2 in the morning, kind of raring to go. This thing keeps me
lights
through
out.
that hump because it has the brain octane in it.
You know what's not a supplement but keeps me out? Tape on my mouth.
Keeps you awake?
No, keeps me out.
Oh, keeps you out. Yeah.
Tape on my mouth.
Yeah.
It's not nothing that you take, but I know if I'm not going to get, and Debbie hates this, if I'm not going to get a lot of sleep, I'm putting tape on my mouth. I put tape on my mouth every night, but I know, say if I end up going to sleep at midnight or something like that and I have to wake up at 4, I know if I put tape on my mouth, I will be dead asleep from midnight until 4.
Right.
And I'm going to be in like hardcore REM stage 4 the whole time.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend that.
Yes, it's not a supplement, but it's almost a supplement.
It is a supplement. Supplement to sleeping. Yes. So if you buy nothing else, I'll tell you exactly what I take on one hand. I take a pre-workout. I take a protein. I take a fish oil. I do take creatine. It's not here. I only take 5 milligrams of it a day. No.
You can load for a week and then.
Yeah, but you don't even need to do that anymore. Just 5 milligrams a day, every day, and I just keep on doing that. And then do I even have a 5th? Oh yeah, brain octane, because I have that in my coffee in the morning. So there's my 5 that I take, and that's everything I take. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if I were to travel, if I were to go out of town, that's how I kind of look at what my priorities are. And really, this travels with me. These noons travel with me.
When you're on Whole30.
Yeah, when I'm not on Whole30. The sleep mode travels with me. I've got to maintain my sleep. I'm going to bring some of this charcoal with.
Bad.
Those are kind of like my number one go-tos, and the rest of this stuff is, I can buy this while I'm traveling. I might start traveling with this stuff. I don't know. And I can buy Kill Cliff wherever I go. But anyway, the bottom line is this is stuff that we've played with. This is stuff that you should play with.
Be willing to experiment. That's what I always say. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Give it to someone who else.
You've got to test it, though.
You got to try it. I can't tell you that I don't. I've tried just about every kind of protein out there. You got to try different proteins. Different proteins make, like, different fish oils are going to affect your body. I mean, you got to just try everything different and be willing to kind of mess around.
And play with independent variables. one at a time.
Yes.
Versus don't try like
all of it.
I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this like all on the same night and see how it affects my sleep, because then you're not going to know. Try one little variable at a time, a couple days in a row.
I was going to say for a while. Like, don't just be like, oh, I took magnesium before I went to sleep and I slept amazing. And then, you got to try more times in a row.
You might have just been really tired. You might have just,
Yeah, do it like a week at a time, and then if you don't like it, give it to someone else.
Yeah.
They'll probably try it for you.
Cool. So that's our little shindig on supplements. If you have any questions, please let us know. Happy to chat it up, and we'll talk to you guys next week.